Today's topic is becoming who you want to become, right? I'm somebody who grew up in a very small village, like in Goa, and I had no much people to that I could look up to. I had only, like, a couple of people who were actually studying, and most of them were actually getting married. My mom was somebody who had studied only till 10th standard and gotten married immediately, and I genuinely have no, especially no women to look up to, which is weird for a child, because if they don't have anybody to look up to, they don't know what they want to become. And I think most of us did not, like, at least I did not grow up with TV. I remember I had TV very late in life, where I think I was in fifth standard or something. Till then I did not have TV, and I had nobody to look up to. And I always used to think that I want to change that for the next generation, and I want to honestly become that person who people look up to. But before that, I started thinking of who do I look up to. Like, I when I started to do a little bit of research on what do I want to become, who do I look up to, who's my mentor, what actually serves me, I realized that there is honestly nobody that is exactly like me. I think everybody is a unique human being. Everybody has their own unique charm, they have their quirks, they are weird, they are fun. But and nobody in this world is same, right? And everybody is very different, and everybody is um very unique. And then I started thinking, if I don't have anybody to look up to, then what do I do? Then I started doing this one thing that, I started, like, kind of, I think I at least am, and I think we all are, is this human created out of everything that we look up to. Like, I am a little quirky, like, mostly sane. I'm a little funny, like, my life, my rules. I love South Indian music. Like this friend of mine, I love blabbering, like the other friend of mine, and we are like a big ball of love created from whatever we look up to, whatever whoever we talk to, and we kind of keep molding around. And then I started thinking that, the only person that you should look up to, you have to become that person. You have to kind of, the only competition that you have is you, is yourself. There is, like, you have to compare this year me to last year me, so that you can see that you have improved. Like, the only person that you're in competition with, the only person that you look up to, the only person that you have to become is better for your own self, right? Because what is what, like, I always think that, sometimes I go into this whole spiral of, oh my god, look at that person, she's married. Oh my god, look at that person, he's roaming Dubai, or he's in Ireland, or he's in Iceland, and somebody's in Australia studying. And I start comparing myself, which is such a bad thing to do. Like, I am on my own journey, and I think I've done good for myself. Especially for somebody who comes from nothing to reach to a place where I am at a decent place, right, in life. I always think that, I while growing up, right, I had nobody that I could really look up to and think that, oh, I want to be that person. Of course, I had some people, and then I used to get very distracted around, oh, maybe a teacher, maybe this, maybe that, because child's brain, right? So I thought the only person that we can actually look up to is our own selves, right? The one there's always, I always talk about this, right? There's this potential self of you, and there's this current self of you, and you should be super obsessed to get to that potential side of you. Like, my potential side of me creates YouTube content every day. She has like 100 videos on YouTube. There is a potential side of you that you should be extremely, like, you should be chasing that potential side of you. It's not a competition, it's just leveling yourself up to become that person, so that you are uh hi, oh my god, namaste from London. Oh, hi, namaste from Pune. So this potential self that you're talking about, right? Take a minute to think about what your potential self is. Like, for me, my potential self is somebody who travels a lot, somebody who goes out a lot, like learns a lot of skills, owns a certain thing, invests a certain amount of money. And for me, for the present me to become my potential, my future me, I have to take the efforts to go into the right direction. I have to start thinking about I have to start thinking about how do I get there. Like, my potential self does not live in like a shared house. My potential self lives in a huge villa with like a pool in the background and a jacuzzi. I always have that that mindset. I always have that, oh, I want to be better than last year. I want to be better. Hi, Naresh. I want to be better than what I did last year, and I think that is a fight that you should have always with yourself. Hi, Nina. Oh, hello. There's so many people saying hi. Hello, everyone. Okay, that whole potential self, right? That the importance of you actually working hard to get to a level where you are an inspiration to yourself. Like, I always say this, that I'm honestly one of those people who's one of outcasts who ran out of their house and wanted to make her own life for themselves. And I know so many women out there, I know so many people out there who actually want to do so much for themselves. I know women who have inspired me to do so much for who've done so much for themselves. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. So why do we always step back and settle for something less when we have so much that we can do? You are I've done one more live where we've spoken about how do you kind of work on your 5 to 9, which is the remaining part of the day after your 9 to 5 is done, after you're done working. I always talk about this, right? Ski, there is this better version of you just waiting for you. Like, when I start thinking about how I need to do my life, how I need to grow my life, I always think about what would my future self do, what would my future self want, uh, and what would that life would be. What is your goal in life? My goal in life is to honestly travel the world and see all the culture around the world, and grow as a human being. I have not had a lot of again, coming back to the topic, I have not had a lot of people to look up to, so I would want to be that person that's people look up to, take inspiration from. I would love to be at a stage where I'm able to push people into the right direction, and it's like a cool life coach, maybe. Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's what I that's my goal in life, like to see, travel the world, learn all the culture, grow from everything that I see, everything that I learn, grow from there, and genuinely grow the people around me also, make money out of it, and hopefully become the quickest person to do um, quick, quickest person to do what is it called, 1000 subscribers. Yep. uh, hello, hi, oh my god, thank you so much, Naresh, thank you. Hi, Arjun, thank you. Hello. I hope you're doing great. mm, okay, coming back to the point, right? So how is it important to kind of work on yourself, become the person that you look up to? Like, I always want to be the adult. Thank you, Mohit, thank you for saying that. I always wanted to be this person, right? Especially wanted to be this adult that I look up to, because I haven't had that. I wasn't cool enough to have good, like, very cool adults in my life. Like, I have not had like I've not grown up with chill parents, and I used to always envy those people who had chill parents, who took them out, who took them shopping, who grew with them, etc. Like, who you could talk to. So I would want to become that kind of person. I never had somebody, especially in my house. There are very less women in my house. Like, at least our generation of kids are earning. The kids like the women before our generation, Most of them did not work. Almost none of them worked. They had their small thing here and there, but they never worked. So it's our generation is the first generation who's working, and I am very glad to say that I am one of those people who's working and making money for herself and building something. That I was like this since I was a child, right? I wanted to be somebody who would make money for themselves, could make money for their goals, for their hopes, for their dreams, like for their house, for their car, whatever. I always wanted to be that person. Like I had that fire in me, and I wish that everybody out there understands that you have that fire in you, and you shouldn't settle for less. You shouldn't be that person who is like, okay, I'll just manage. No, you shouldn't manage. You should thrive. That's the goal of 2025. In 2025, we thrive. We become better. We become amazing. We become extremely cool people. We level up from what we were in 2024. If in 2024 you were somebody who created 2 pieces of content, in 2025 you will create at least 7 pieces of content. You will get better at it. You'll learn how to edit, you'll learn how to make videos, you'll learn about lightings, you will research and learn. It's always that I think I've spoken about this in my previous lives as well. Like when you start consistently doing your work, like especially in your 9 to 5, if you start consistently doing something, you get better at it. You figure out easier ways to kind of complete your report, easier ways to make a social media post, etc. So when you can do that for a 9 to 5 that pays you whatever amount xyz amount that it pays you, why are you not doing that for yourself, for your own business, for your own self, so that you can become the inspiration for yourself, right? There is, like, I always say this, you should always think of yourself as the main character. You are the main character. You are the most important person. You are genuinely the most important person in this world, and you have the ability to become better. You have the ability to become a amazing version of yourself. You have the ability to be like the nicest person. Anyway, so I'm like, it's till a point, it's a responsibility of your parents, of your friends, of the people that you roam around with. But after a point, when at the age of 25 is when you develop your frontal lobe. After the age of 25, you are responsible, honey. You are responsible for yourself. Oh, okay. Are you guys not able to hear me? Can you confirm? Hello, hi David. Hi, David reminds me of, I think, the Schmitz Creek. It's like, no offense, David, but like, ew, David, what's that, David? Right? Okay, all right. I think it's a 50-50%, and people, some can hear me, some can't. So I'll continue. Okay, we were talking about the topic of you getting better at your own game. If you sit tomorrow and think and go on Pinterest and think of what outfits you want to wear, and you'll get better at fashion, right? Because you put in the effort. Why can't you do that for yourself? Tell me, why can't you do that? Because you have the potential to learn and grow. That's your mindset, right? I think I read this. No, sorry, there is no reading these days. Everything I learn is from from reels, but it's an interesting one. Okay. I saw this in a reel that the most important thing for your neuroplasticity, which is the growth of your brain, the important things that help you grow your brain is learning a new language, is dancing, because again, fun. Dancing, it's staying involved in some kind of sport so that your reflection improves, like badminton, or what's happening these days, pickleball, right? um and also working out, right? These are, good amount of sleep, working out, and good amount of, I think, game and workout is together, and good amount of sleep. So learning a new language, dancing, um some kind of workout or some kind of games, and good night of sleep. These help you grow your brain. So if you are telling me that there is an ability to grow your brain, to become much more wiser than what you were yesterday, you are telling me that you will not be able to make money out of it. If your brain grows, like I used to be a little kind of, a little not so smart. I don't want to call myself dumb because that's not right. I want to be respectful to myself. Okay, cool. So, what I was talking about. All right. So I was one of those people who was not very smart in school and college, right? So I was very all of this, like, very extremely naughty. Like, I'm the younger child, so of course I have the naughtiness of everybody in my vado and everybody in my gully and all of my house. But when I was younger, I was a very shy and timid person who had like stage fright. She would go up to the stage and get scared. Like, I've gone to a stage in my 11th 12th standard where I was holding the mic and the mic was shaking because I was so scared. I was terrified to stand in front of an audience, and it scared me so much that I legit had to they might have asked me, why do you want to participate in this, and I blabbered something and I ran away. I legit ran away. So I am telling you that I was that person who could not even speak in in front of an audience, and she was so scared to put her point forward. She was such a people pleaser that she would never put any of her points in front of other people. But I've changed because I took the time to learn about my own self, learn about my own growth, learn about what serves me, what doesn't serve me. I realized in life that it's very important to be somebody who's extremely comfortable in front of the camera. Like, especially on days when you have like a pimple, or when you are uncomfortable with your hair or your clothing, it gets very difficult. But you need to realize that uh, you need to search now. Yes, now I actually search stages to stand on. Like, yeah, actually, I realize that I absolutely love talking to people. I absolutely enjoy talking to people now. And if you come to one of my socials, Latin socials, you will see me blabbering, and like I'm like that bird who goes to everyone and says hi. I love blabbering, I love talking. But I had to change that about myself. I had to learn. That is something that I had to learn. Like, at least in my household, we were always taught that women don't speak, women have to be timid, women have to be like this small human personality, and don't make eye contact, don't talk too much, at least initially. But then I had to unlearn something and then relearn it, because if I did not unlearn that I had to stand up for myself, I would never learn how to be in front of the camera, how to make my money, how to live a life that I want to live. Like, it's so much, it is so scary to fight your fears. It's so scary to stand in front of a public and talk. Sometimes I think I still do it. Um, um, I still get scared a little, but they are happy, jittery scares, and they don't scare me in a way that I want to throw everything up and run away. I have understood how when you get a compliment, how you get attention, and how you react to it. Again, that's a life skill. That's something that you'll have to learn. I think I should make a video on 10 things that you should learn in life, or like 10 things that I've learned in life by like late 20s. That should be my proper YouTube video. I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna actually make a video on this, because I think there's so much to talk about on that one particular topic, that like, what I've learned specifically and how I have grown from this person. um I don't think anybody is honestly not good looking or ugly, but I do think that you need to specially work on your personal hygiene, what colors work with you, what clothing works with you. There's a lot of self work there that needs to be done. What hairstyle works for you, what kind of outfits, how do you come off as a presentable person, right? these are specific things that you have to learn about yourself. These are specific things that will help you grow as a person. Like, you can't show up to a meeting when you've not brushed. That you wouldn't do, right? So learning to be presentable is something that I am 100% towards. I think I read this or I heard this somewhere in school or college, that it's not important that you dress up extremely well, but it is important that you dress up as a presentable person. It doesn't matter where you come from, what do you do, how much you make. You might have at least like only two of those shirts that look extremely good on you, two of those shirts that you always own, right? That those you are washing and cleaning. But whatever you wear, however you wear it, are you looking presentable? Like, if you're wearing a shirt, is the collar ironed? Is it nicely put on your body? Are you wearing the right kind of jeans? Are you wearing the right kind of shoes? You don't have to. I remember during the financial problems that I had as a kid, I did not have a lot of clothes, right? I did not grow up with a lot of clothes. Now I have cupboard full of clothes, but I was not that person who grew up with a lot when I was younger, and I had only like, two or three pieces of clothing. But I used to make sure that I wash them, I clean them, I dry them, I iron them, and I wear them. Like, I should tie up my hair a certain way. I used to back then I used to put on Vaseline and take care of myself. I used to wear yeah, I think physical appearance is mostly about how you present yourself, how you show up for yourself, and that is not just for other people, that is for yourself. And especially when you are well dressed, especially when you are taking care of yourself, you will always look better and feel better and have the confidence to do anything. I feel like, people who created these big poetries and who are big painters and famous, they were definitely dressed well because they had the confidence to fight against so many people, especially the people that live in your head rent free, right? Have you thought about that? There are so many people who live in my head rent free, who will say, oh, you're not good enough, you can't do, you are supposed to settle, you're supposed to only make xyz amount, like, you're only this much, you're a woman, you can only do this much. There are people in my head who I always say, no, I don't care. I know my potential. I know what I deserve. You, hello, Mr., Mrs., Miss, whoever is watching, you deserve the world. And nobody should stop you, not even yourself. Not those people who live in your head, not those people who say, log kya kahenge, not those people, not your colleagues, not your friends, not your family. Nobody should stop you from your potential. Yes, say these people who live in your head and who try to control you rent free, tell them bye bye. Because you should know your potential. If you worked hard enough, um, I think everybody else is here able to hear me, buddy. I think it's a internet issue on your end. Why don't you close the application and come back? Maybe then you'll be able to hear me. Also, going back, yes, your potential and your desires and your dreams, right? No, when I was little, my whole expectation was I should just have a 2 BHK house. I should um, I should have just like this. I think it was Maruti Swift. That's what I wanted back then, and I just wanted. What else did I want? I just want. Oh no, not even Maruti Swift. Oh my god, that was out of my budget. I wanted a nano car. I wanted a 1 or 2 BHK house in the small village that I lived in. I've grown up in Goa, so I lived in that small village, and I wanted to have. I only wanted to own like 2, 3, 4 pieces of clothing. I wanted to have a decent job that I can, like, just be happy and happy in my means. But then one day something hit me, which told, and I wanted to get married at a certain age, like, whatever my parents and my family and my rishtedars told me, who seem to act like they care about me, but honestly they don't. They will laugh at you when you fall down, and they will not support you when you want to grow. They will only be like, ha ha ha, you don't know, get a bank job. But no, if you think that you can do something. All right, whatever is there in your control is something that you should definitely work on. You tell me, if you say want to become like a fitness model, or want to deadlift, that's the right word, I believe, deadlift 100 kgs, or your weight kgs, or whatever kgs, right? If you tell me that you want to do that, all right, and you don't even have the money to go to the gym because you can't afford it, you are telling me that you can't go to a park near you and do the exercise that is freely available. You are telling me that, you are telling me you will not be able to work on yourself. Like, instead of, we always think about, oh, I'll do this when this is done, I will do certain things, I said that too, okay? I said I will start my YouTube only after I have like a mic on me, which is perfect and looks beautiful. You know how much that mic costs? 14,000 rupees, which I can't stop for right now. I cannot stop for it. If I have to stop for it, I will miss out on whatever 15 days of content that I would have made, right? Think about it in that way. Think, and honestly, if you put in the hard work, if you keep imagining it, things just work out for you. Universe or God or whatever you believe in will find a way for you to for you to become that person who completes the dream. I always wanted to be that person. Okay, I'm telling you, I lived in a very small house. We had financial issues as a younger Darshini, baby Darshini. Baby Darshini had nothing, but baby Darshini always believed that she wanted to do big things in the world. She wanted to do something big, something huge. Like, like getting a job was a huge deal. Doing a MBA was a huge deal. I wanted to do certain things in my life. I believed it in it so much that universe conspired to like make it happen. They always say, क्या अगर किसी से शिद्दत से प्यार करो तो सारी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की साजिश करती है. I think that's the right one. That's the right thing. I always thought that was true for love, but that's not just true for love. It's also true for your dreams, hopes, and goals. I'll tell you this quick story, okay? iPhone mic is not working. Aw. Hello, hello, hello. Is it any better? Oh, sucks, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna continue. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this quick story and maybe then I'll go and end. Okay, maybe I need to make some space for my iPhone mic. And I should actually invest in that mic that I keep talking about, which is 16,000 rupees. Okay, what? You know what? I will get the mic, 16,000 rupees wala mic, as soon as I hit 666 subscribers. Yes, I'll do that after I hit 666 subscribers, because 6 is my lucky number and I love the number 6. So once I hit that number, I'm going to get that mic, and that's a promise to myself. All right, the quick story that I wanted to tell you. Okay, so I wanted to do an MBA back when I was in school, and I was very sure about doing an MBA. Okay, a lot of things had already so messed up that I thought that I wouldn't be able to do it. But I had aspired to do an MBA for so long, that I wanted to do this particular thing for so long, that there was nothing in this world that could stop me from doing it. Okay, so what happened is, I wanted to take a loan, so I went to take a loan, etc, etc. Everything was done. The college was fixed. I had given the entrance exam, etc, etc. And the last day when the loan was supposed to get sanctioned, I want to tell you, the day the loan was supposed to get sanctioned, the college is fixed, everything is done. Me moving outside Goa was decided, everything was done. I was ready mentally. That day, the bank manager tells me that you can't go because you don't have 70% in your 10th or 12th standard. So I had less percentage because I had health issues during the exam, and I couldn't have that particular. And I'm a decent student. Okay, I'm not a crazy good student. I'm not a crazy bad student. I'm like an average student who survived school and college, was able to kind of figure it out on her own. But I kept I kept thinking, and I went for this papers, right? I'm sitting in the manager's cabin. It was an SBI branch. I was sitting there, and I'm waiting for him to sign the papers. It's the last thing that he has to do. He will sanction it, and I will move in the next 1 week or something. It is at that level. And he tells me that he can't give me the loan because the higher management has not approved it, because I don't have so and so percentage in my 12 standard. And I was like, but I was sick. What would I do? Oh my god, what happens next? Everybody knows that I want to do an MBA. I've told everybody, I've arranged everything, I've given my entrance exam, I've done so much. What do I do next? And I was so sad, that I was like, I of course I fought with him. I did everything in my control to fight with that person and try to figure out how I can kind of get my loan. So I go back home. I 2 days later, the manager calls me, and he says this, that he called me inside his cabin, and he was like, I'm so sorry you didn't get the loan. I was like, okay, it's fine. Maybe that's what I said, maybe I'm supposed to do something better, or maybe I'm supposed to just do an MBA in like this decent ass college in Goa. But then he tells me, listen, like, he looks deep into my eyes. I still remember that scene. Like, I'm such a butterfly person that I don't remember a lot of things, but he looked right deep into my eyes, and he told me, listen, I know the struggles that you've gone through. I know you've struggled so much. That is why I am going to be your guarantor, and I am going to send you to your MBA college. That's what he said. A bank manager who knows me since maybe a week or two. That's what he said. That's that. Can you believe? I still remember his name. I think his name was something Kaushik. I still remember that name. So it is imprinted in my head so much that the Mr. Kaushik became my guarantor. He signed for me on the papers, saying he took the guarantee that if she doesn't pass, or if she is not able to pay back the loan, he will pay back the loan, and he will figure out how to kind of he sent me to college. He legit sent me to college, and I ended up completing my MBA. I did my jobs, etc., etc. I then went back and paid the loan off, and I had to somehow visit the branch also. Then he was of course not the manager, because I think managers in SBI Bank changes every 2-3 years or something. By the time I had finished the loan, he had moved out. So I finished my loan, I finished everything, and then I went to the branch manager, and I told him that. And I told him that. That please send my regards to Mr. Kaushik, because he is the reason why he's the reason why I could do my MBA, and I actually have the the goat, Mr. Please, I honestly, there are too many people who already tell me a lot of weird things in my head, so I don't care. Honestly, so Mr. Kaushik believed in the potential of me, and Mr. Kaushik is the reason why I could do an MBA and get out of my city and build something for myself, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And if he, a person, a stranger, can believe in my potential, then do you even have you ever thought of how much potential you have and how much you can believe in yourself? You are telling me that yeah, see, the universe will bring Mr. Kaushik. Yeah, I think Mr. Kaushik has done such a big thing for me, and he was also younger. Okay, he was extremely young. So I'm extremely happy that Mr. Kaushik was able to help me out at that one point. I hope that universe pays him in 3-4 folds. And whenever I think of my MBA and everything my life has been after my MBA, I always think of Mr. Kaushik, and how Mr. Kaushik is the reason why I could do this. Today's live is about the potential, especially how to become the person that you look up to. Like I had that inspiration in my head to become something in my life, and I did it. And I think it's a huge deal that you become this person that you personally look up to. It is very important that that you believe in the potential of you, that you know that you deserve the world, that everything in this lifetime is meant to be bigger and better for you. You are supposed to break all the curses in your family. You are supposed to be somebody who makes huge thing happen. You are supposed to be somebody who is the who your cousins look up to, who other people look up to. So always believe in your potential, and I hope you take the effort to become somebody uh, that uh, yeah, people get inspired from. uh, Looks, yeah, in my life feels like everything is going wrong. mm, I was there, okay, I was there. I felt stuck about 6 7 months back. Yeah, about 6 7 months back. I've spoken about this in my last life, where I've spoken about how I lost my job, how I lost the guy that I was in love with. Everything fell apart. Like, I was fighting with my mother. I was consistently not getting close to everyone. I was fighting with everyone, okay. I had this very bad slippery slope in my life, and I everything in my life felt like it was getting destroyed. And somebody told me some things have to get destroyed for new things to build. That's all I can tell you. That a lot of things have to go bad for you to get good days. The only thing that you can do right now is to do anything and everything that is in your power. Like, if you don't have a job, what you can do, you can apply two 3 times a day. You can upskill yourself. You can figure out how to get like at least a temporary job till you get your dream job, right? If you are somebody who is struggling with their health, right? If you are somebody who used to work out every day and now they're struggling with their health, what you can do is you can sit down and meditate and figure out how to get better, whatever is in your control. Like, if you are, I spoke about this, if you are not able to pay your gym bill, you can at least go on a run. Going on a run is free. Working out, like working home workouts in your own house, is free. Looking at YouTube videos and learning new things is free. Watching such kind of videos and becoming better and working on yourself is free. Working on yourself is free, buddy. It is so easy. Like, I understand your pain, and I understand it is super difficult to get to a to feel stuck, to feel lost, to feel disturbed. And it happens, it genuinely happens. My friend, who is quite older than me, she always tells me, like, everybody in their life has to go through this at least once or twice in their lifetime, where everything in their life just goes downhill. And when you see that everything is going downhill in your life, that's the sign that everything is also going uphill. You'll have to trust the process. That's what I did. You'll have to trust yourself enough. You'll have to trust your process enough to tell yourself to become that you'll get out of it. You can do better. Maybe because you have to do better is why things are going bad for you. Maybe you're breaking up with that boyfriend of yours, or you because you are supposed to find the love of your life in the next 6 months. Maybe you lost that job because your dream company is waiting to hire you. Maybe because you have to start your own business and become a millionaire. That is the reason why everything is feeling stuck and everything is feeling like it's lost. Maybe because you are supposed to do bigger things. Why don't you believe in the potential of you, and at the same time work hard to get to that potential of you, so that you become richer, you become happier, you become like the best version of yourself. You are able to make all the money in the world. You are able to have all the fame in the world. Whatever you want, honey, you can have it. Only if you believe in yourself, if you believe in the potential of yourself, and you're able to put in the hard work to get to a place where you are you You can be your own inspiration. You have to become the person that you look up to. You know, on days where I feel stuck, or where I feel sad, or where I feel demotivated because my manager said something or somebody said something, I keep telling myself, hey, I've seen worse days and I've gotten out of them easily. So this is cakewalk. I will easily get out of this because my brain is much more stronger than anything that universe puts in front of me. I remember I like to kind of close this whole live. If you guys have any questions, please put that in. I love to answer them because I'm in that nice flow right now. But if not, then I would like to end on this particular thing. uh, you know uh, always always believe that the best things will happen, and be prepared for the worst things, because you can take care of anything. If something gets messed up, I am sure that you will trust yourself enough to become and to build something that you can do anything. Hey, it's easy, bro. It's easy. Just keep telling yourself that it's easy and life gets better, and it will. If you liked today's live, it went up to 40 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you so much, Mohit. If you like this live, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are planning to get to 1,000 in the next whatever days. Say by February end. Can we do that? Can we be at 1,000 subscribers by February end? Amazing. Yes, thank you so much everybody for watching this live. It was really nice talking to so many of you. I hope I'm able to add thank you Manmohan. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for asking your questions. I hope I was able to add some value to your life. Thank you so much everyone for watching. It was really nice talking to so many of you today. Please tune in for tomorrow's live as well and ask your questions. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have to get this girl famous, because she has the potential to become somebody she can look up to. Thank you so much. Bye. See you in the next live.